So today I'm running in a new cooker supply. I'm going to do some conduit, 25mm conduit off this bottom along. I'm going to tee up, rear entry. I've just drilled the hole into the isolator, the other side, back down along. I've just drilled underneath the kickboards in the kitchen. That's where I plan on putting the isolator surface. And then underneath there is my drill bit. There it is. Clip it along the back and then into a outlet plate. The existing one was on a 2.5 16 amp MCB, but it's something like a 7 kilowatt oven, and it trips every time, or almost every time they use it. Oh, 11 kilowatt, sorry, 11 kilowatt, yeah. But then I do have to figure out this business. This is the cooker isolator, and that is off of the cooker as well. I need to separate it somehow. And I'll have the 16 amp on its own, but just doing the spur, and then the new 32 amp cable doing the oven or cooker. The laser level mounting. Who else does this when their tripod is too tall but the floor is too low? So that's the supply. Comes straight from the fuse board. It used to go into the supply of the isolator, and on the load came out of there down and into the old outlet plate. And again off the load was this 1.5mm flex, which feeds the spur, which feeds the extractor. Making it up as I go along. I reckon I'll put Wagos, link it through the Wagos, because now it's going to go, my new 6mm is going to go on a 32 amp RCBO, and this one I'm going to reduce to a, well, it was on a 16 amp MCB. It's now, I've upgraded the board, so now it's a 16 amp RCBO. I'm going to link through this with this, put a blank plate on it, so it goes straight through, and it's on its own circuit, 16 amp RCBO from the fuse board to this spur, which feeds the extractor. Picked up a Schneider cooker outlet plate just because that's all they had. But how cool is that? The incoming down the back there, and then the outgoing at the front. I think that's quite clever. See if it works. I'll show you what I mean. Maybe I'm a Jurassic Spark, I don't know, but you get used to a particular brand. I've been using Click, but I think that's well clever that you can connect up the incoming at the back, and you can screw that back and then do the outgoing in the front there. That is so much easier using that Schneider outlet plate. Not gifted and all that bullshit. I just picked it up because that's all they had, but you just get used to particular brands, but that is a lot easier. And for fuck's sake, stop using twin and earth for ovens. H07 is so much more appropriate. I'm not some kind of fucking sparky hero. Just do a decent job. For the sake of like 20 quid, I'm going to pop an emergency light up there. Little old lady, you know, if the lights trip or power goes, she can at least see her way to the consumer unit.